Hey friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. Today I'm here to plan a new week, and we are officially done with the September Cocoa Daisy kit and on to the October stuff. Sorry if you can hear my printer in the background. I'm also going to try really hard to not make anyone sick by hitting my phone today, which I use to record. It's currently plugged in, and I'm not used to it being plugged in while I film, and so I have no confidence in myself that I will not hit the cord, causing the entire thing to rock. So we'll see how that goes. So, this is obviously, we're going to be planning for the first week of, October. I completely forgot what month we were in. So here it is. Super excited about, moving on to this stuff. It is, I have my fall nails. It is not fall outside. It does not, feel remotely like fall. It is 90s today. Normally, like, we've had record highs for, I don't know, days now. It's just been ridiculous. Normally we're cooler temperatures by now. It has been awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been way too hot. We've been in the upper 80s and it's gotta stop. This is insanity now. So this mild liner in honey orange came with the kit. I don't love it. It feels too bright for me, but I have it just in case I want to use it. I also pulled out 2 of my dot markers. This one is Island Coral, and then this brown is Fawn. And I think I'm going to use this to draw my lines up at the top because it feels like it goes pretty well. Let those dry while we do our washi. So I have 3 washies. This one I'll probably use up here. I have this one, which I used down here. And then I have the leaves, which I haven't used yet. So, I mean, I'll probably just alternate weeks until Halloween, and then I'll use the Halloween one. So this one has a cute little, what is that, a chipmunk? So let's use this one. I like this one over the leaves personally, but they're both pretty cute. So this past week has been a doozy. It's been a doozy. Today has actually been a doozy. So it's Friday when I'm filming this, Friday, September, what is it, 29th? 29th. And last night, my son told me he was exhausted. It's like, well, okay, go to bed. And he slept pretty well. He didn't get up early like he's done in the past. So it's like, he slept okay. This morning when he got up, he was telling me he was super tired. He has no fever. He's nothing, like not even allergies, kind of anything, but just tired. And so he tells me this morning, and I'm like, well, get up and get moving, eat some breakfast. And, you know, I bet that'll perk you up. You told me last night, you know, despite having a granola bar at like 8 o'clock at night, that you were hungry. So maybe you just need some food. So he gets up and he gets going and he comes down and eats his breakfast, gets his pep back into his step, and all seems to be good until we get to school. And I remember as we're walking up to school, like as we're standing outside of school about to say goodbye to them, that today is Friday, which is show and tell day for them. And he loves show and tell days. And I don't remember what I was saying. We get up to school and I remember that it was show and tell day, and he loves to participate in show and tell day, and he was so upset. I mean, so upset. So I'm trying to calm him down. And meanwhile, my oldest is like, okay, bye. Like, she's like, I don't need to stand out here. So she heads inside the school, which is fine. It took me 10 minutes of trying to calm this boy down. And he was so upset. I was like, buddy, we don't have time to walk back to the house and to get back here in time for school to start. Like, we don't have time for this. You know, it happens. Sometimes we forget our show and tell. We have to move on. There's more Fridays. You guys do this every Friday. You'll be fine. And then it became, he didn't want to walk into school and people to think he was crying. And I was like, buddy, it is honestly super okay. I said, you can, if anyone asks, you can just tell them that you are tired and you were rubbing your eyes. I said, it's not a lie, because that's exactly what you were doing. And then I was like, do you want me to walk in and, you know, talk to your teacher? And then he goes, I want Addie to take me inside. Addie's the big sister here, who's already gone inside 10 minutes ago. I'm like, buddy, she's already inside in her classroom. It's either me or no one. And finally I coax him into the building. Like, I was about to have a nervous breakdown that like we weren't going to get into the school today. So I finally get him into the building, and we go back to his classroom. He stands outside the classroom because he's still upset that someone's going to see him, you know, and I'm thinking, once he gets into the classroom, I bet he's going to be fine, because he's going to see his friends. They're going to be excited to see him because he's Mr. Popularity and everybody loves him. And he calms down. I walk inside and I'm talking to his teacher. I'm like, okay, he's not sick. He's just tired. And I told him, I said, everybody has bad days. You're allowed to have a bad day. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to have a bad day. It's not that big of a deal. If anyone tells you otherwise, that you can't be upset and you can't have a bad day, they're wrong. You know, because I want to make sure that he knows that he can feel everything he's feeling. It's okay, but he does have to go to school. And so she's like, well, I'm glad to know that he's human, because he's so great and he's so perfect and he's so amazing that he has bad days too. And he finally comes into the classroom, and immediately every kid in that classroom starts greeting this kid like, hey Connor, I'm so excited to see you. And I'm like, he's smile back on his face. And I said, I think he'll be fine. It's just that, you know, a heads up in case he's kind of a little off today. And she said, I gotcha. She was actually my oldest second grade teacher as well. So she's amazing. You know, said bye and we left. But holy cow, I did not honestly think I could get him into the building today. And I was thinking about this later. I'm like, about once a year, he does this, where he gets so incredibly tired. I don't know if like life catches up with that boy, and I don't know, but I remember this happening in kindergarten. I remember this happening in first grade. Like, he just gets so tired and just needs to, like, I don't know, recharge. Luckily it's a Friday, so we can recharge this weekend. But holy cow, I was like, I'm not going to get this boy into this building today. We're going to be sitting outside of it, and this is just what life is. But got him in. It was a rough start, but he powered through, and I bet he's having an amazing day, because that's who he is. And I told him, though, I said, you know, you can have bad days. Don't ever let anyone tell you can't have a bad day, because you're allowed to have a hard time. So he seemed pretty okay when I left him, and I haven't got any calls, so I'm assuming he's fine. Okay, so that story being over with, but also mentioning that if I seem flustered, it's been that kind of day. So next week is busy. I have my Rapatha on Monday, so I need my I know where those are. I use, out of the Daisy calendar kit, I use these reminder stickers for that. So I think that's the only thing on Monday. It's my Rapatha. Tuesday I have this BMT appointment. So I haven't really talked about it. I mentioned it in passing about possibly donating to my sister. She is getting a bone marrow transplant for a, it's called HLH. It has to do with your immune system. We found out that it was genetic, and I carried the genes, so I obviously can't donate to her. But I don't just carry the genes. I also have the broken genes. But what's unusual about our case is that most of the time when it's genetic, you get sick when you're a kid, like under 36 months or something. And she got sick like last year at like 38. And I'm not sick, but I carry the broken genes. And because I carry the broken genes, and she's currently in the process about to start getting her transplant to fix it, they want to see me. And I think it's just like a preliminary, like, let's get all your basics so that if you ever do get sick, we know how, you know, like we have stuff, because the only cure is a bone marrow transplant. So let's cross our fingers that I don't get sick. So I have to go in for an appointment this day, which is pretty much my entire day. But my daughter still has nothings, which is why I didn't want it to take up the whole thing. So I have to go do that. Let's cross our fingers that I never get sick, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a preliminary, like, let's get your baselines. Let's see where you are. Here's, you know, we know what to do in case you do get sick. We know exactly what to look for, but kind of it will be an exhausting day, I think. Let's see. Luckily, my husband is coming with me. My dad's coming over to hang out with my youngest because my mom is helping my sister who's going through all of it. They haven't started the process yet because she tested positive for like a cold. So, but that's should be starting soon. So yeah, so he's gonna come over and hang out with Miss Emma for me. We have animal tails this day. That's what I'm trying to mark or figure out how I want to mark it. How do I mark it in the past? I think I marked it with a smaller box. I don't really need this big box. So that's that day. I'm already like anticipating being very tired and drained by the end of it. So we'll see. I'll be happy to get it over with, I think. The good news is, one, if I ever get sick, they know exactly what to look for. And two, I'm not currently sick. So that's good. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's see. So that's on Tuesday. Animal Tails, gymnastics. That's it for the week. So we could probably put maybe a leaf right here. I've like told you nothing but stories and a little bit more personal stuff this time around and not talked at all what I'm doing, but you can see, right? You don't need me to tell you. Let's put the leaves here like they're falling. Yeah, let's go with it. Do I want to put, these are cut out like this kind of thing. Sure. All right, let's write stuff in. Honestly, I have no idea what I need to accomplish next week. I don't know how productive I'm going to be in general. I'm trying to think. There was something that I was like, hey, I need to write this down as something I need to do next week. Apparently I should have written it down because I don't remember. I'm not going to write down any work stuff because I don't know how much I'm going to accomplish today. And so I'll just jot that down. Maybe at the end of the day, maybe this weekend or something. I went ahead and added the library because they have library at school and they have library day on different days. So that helps remind me which day to tell them to get their books. And we have our strings, our show and tell, which we still somehow managed to forget today, but that's okay. I think that's it. I think that's what I got today. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. I think that's it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.